Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Ultimate Vault Hunter Mode Legendary Weapon Guide here on Borderlands the pre-sequel. Today I am back with another review of a legendary weapon that can be picked up inside the pre-sequel, and we're going to be taking a closer look at this guy right here, which is the legendary Sledges Shotty, which is a legendary shotgun. So yeah, giving this little test out in the old Darksider's Tower. Actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, we'll get into it as always with these guides. I'll first start out by telling you exactly where to get it, then we'll have a closer look at it, compare it to another weapon, and then I'll give you my thoughts and or opinions on the weapon itself. So first, starting off, where do you get this shotgun from? Well, like most things in the pre-sequel, they can't actually be farmed from a designated boss drop or anything like that. You do have to obtain it from a random loot source or random world drop. So yeah, that's the first place to get it, is just a basic random world drop from any enemy, which is where I am heading right now. We're doing the good old easy EOS farm to get this. But you can also get it from the grinder by grinding two legendary weapons and a purple shotgun to get it, or you can also get it out of the vending machine as well. But like I said, I ended up picking mine up from EOS just because he has every single legendary weapon in his loot pool pretty much, so you can pick it up from here if you're very lucky. But there you go, there is the Sledges Shotty, so we'll go ahead and pick that up, and yeah, as always, we'll take a closer look at it right now. So let's get a little bit of an overview. So here we are back in Concordia, taking a closer look at this guy. This is what it looks like when you go into the overview screen. So yeah, anyway, the Sledges shotgun is a legendary shotgun manufactured by Scav. The red text on it says "The Legend Lives," which is actually a reference to the guy called Percy Sledge, who is an American soul and R&B performer who had several hits in the 1960s, and a compilation record of his hits entitled "The Legend of Percy Sledge" was released in 2009. That's where this "The Legend Lives" comes along. So that is exactly what that is referencing right there. But yeah, the special weapon effects on it is it fires a burst of 2 shots per trigger pull with a long delay between each burst. It has a +2 projectile count. Under the wiki, in usage and description, it actually has nothing on the pre-sequel wiki, which is probably because people gave up on the pre-sequel and actually editing the wiki and stuff like that. So under the Borderlands 2 Sledges shotgun wiki, it says it should be used like most other shotguns, close enough to the enemy that all the projectiles connect. With the 2-round burst effect, increased pellet count, and high damage, it is capable of considerable spike damage. Unlike all the other shotguns, Sledge's shotgun is not fully automatic due to the unique pause between each burst. The trigger must be pulled again to resume firing. As such, the fire rate on its weapon card may seem a bit misleading. So there you go. Under trivia, it just says the name and flavour text of the weapon are direct reference to the Sledge's shotgun. But this is also returning from Borderlands 1 as well. In Borderlands 1, the Sledge's shotgun is a purple unique that you get from Sledge. And it's just a legendary in Borderlands 2 as well, and you get that from the fridge. So yeah, there you go, that's everything that you need to know about the Sledges shotgun. So as always, let's compare it with another legendary shotgun. So the shotgun I've decided to compare the Sledges Shotty to is the Striker. So as you can see, there are the stats of both of them compared to each other. Now as you can see, the Sledges Shotty has a lower base damage at just over 10,000, whereas the Striker is 11,000, nearly 12 actually. But the reason why the Sledges Shotty has the green arrows saying up next to it is because it has times 11 damage on top of that. That's the projectile count. So obviously, if all those projectiles land, then the damage overall will be slightly more on the Sledges Shotty than the Striker. But like I said, base damage alone is not as good. Then, as you can see, it gets totally trounced by the Striker with accuracy. 30 accuracy is pretty damn poor, which like I said earlier, you really do have to get as close to the enemy as possible to really make this count. Fire rate is not very good at all compared to the Striker, neither is the reload speed. The only thing that makes it a lot better is it does have a 20 magazine size, which is huge for a shotgun. 20 projectiles without having to reload is very, very handy indeed. And as you can see, the striker does not have chance of elemental, whereas the Sledges Shotty, you can get it in all the elements, so that's a little bit of extra perk which comes with it. And like I said, it always comes with the bayonet underneath it, which means you'll always get 50% melee damage, which is pretty handy, especially if you are using a melee character. So yeah, there you go. Time to see what I think of this. Give it a try out. To be perfectly honest, I don't have a problem with this shotgun at all. It's just I find, especially in this game, it is totally outplayed by the legendary striker and also the legendary flayer especially. But if I had to line up all the shotguns in this game and then rate them in order of what I would like and dislike the most, it would be quite low. Not because it's a bad weapon, it's just I like a shotgun to be very fast firing and just absolutely destroy anything that you put in front of it. This is more of a slow tactical kind of shotgun. I wouldn't even say it's one of those where you stand back and have to snipe a little bit like a lot of the good shotguns are. Things like the Conference Call from Borderlands 2, brilliant snipe weapons, but also very good up close, because this thing is very, very inaccurate. You have to be very close to use it. But all in all, it's not bad. It does damage very well. It has a high projectile count. And the fact that it doesn't just fast fire means you can actually be a bit steadier with it, aim it more and really get the damage in. But yeah, like I said, I would prefer to use something like the striker or the flayer over this completely. I'll be honest, the last time I really did use this shotgun a lot was in Borderlands 1. I didn't use it at all, hardly in Borderlands 2, and I very rarely use it for the pre-sequel as well. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. If you're a melee heavy player though and you want a legendary shotgun, the easiest one to get with a bayonet on it would be this thing, so you can get that 50% extra melee damage. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed another Ultimate Legendary Weapon guide. That was the legendary Scav shotgun, the Sledges Shotty. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.